Have you ever felt drained by someone's presence? Like every conversation with them leaves you feeling smaller, less energetic, or questioning your worth? It's not your imagination. Toxic people have a unique ability to steal your peace and undermine your confidence. But what if you could take control of how these people affect you? What if you could stop letting their negativity dictate your emotions and instead protect your own peace no matter what they do? The truth is, you have the power to stop the cycle. It starts with one simple truth: you are the most important person in your life. And until you realize that, the world will keep testing your boundaries. It's time to build those boundaries and let no one cross them. High-value women know this deeply. They've learned to value themselves above everything else, and because of this, they don't allow toxic people to linger in their lives. They've mastered the art of self-respect, understanding that the way they treat themselves sets the standard for how others will treat them. When you respect yourself enough, you draw the line at disrespect. High-value women don't allow others to steal their energy. They know their worth and refuse to waste it on people who try to manipulate, belittle, or emotionally drain them. They don't play the game of pleasing others at the cost of their own well-being. Instead, they stand firm in their own power, creating a life that is aligned with their values, their goals, and their peace. But this doesn't happen by accident. It requires intention, and the understanding that your worth is non-negotiable. Toxic people often prey on those who are uncertain about their own value, using guilt, shame, or manipulation to get what they want. They know how to push your buttons, how to make you question your decisions, and how to convince you that you're not enough. But high-value women see through these tactics. They recognize these red flags and refuse to fall into the trap. They know that allowing someone else to dictate their emotions is a choice, one they no longer make. Imagine waking up each day knowing you are in control of how you feel, regardless of the people around you. Picture yourself standing strong in the face of negativity, choosing to remain calm and centered while others try to pull you into their chaos. This is what high-value women do. They choose their inner peace over the drama of toxic relationships. They protect their emotional space with fierce determination, never letting anyone or anything take it away. But this level of control doesn't come easy. It takes practice, consistency, and most of all, a deep belief in your own worth. When you start valuing yourself above everything else will begin to shift. You'll notice the toxic people in your life fading away, not because they're no longer present, but because they no longer have the power to affect you. You'll find yourself surrounded by people who lift you up, people who respect your boundaries, and contribute positively to your growth. And the best part? You'll finally feel free. Free to be yourself. Free to live your life unapologetically, without the weight of toxic people dragging you down. So stay with me. The journey to reclaiming your power is just beginning, and it's a journey worth taking. When you start valuing yourself and setting boundaries, something incredible happens. You begin to feel a shift, not just in how others treat you, but in how you treat yourself. You realize that your peace is worth more than the approval of people who don't respect you. High-value women know that boundaries aren't just about saying no to others. They're about saying yes to themselves. They understand that by protecting their emotional space, they're actually creating room for growth. They aren't afraid to stand up for what they need, even if it means stepping away from people who don't align with their values. Every time they say no to toxic behavior, they say yes to their own happiness and well-being. This process isn't easy, but it's necessary. Toxic people thrive on chaos. They feed off your emotional responses and manipulate situations to keep you off balance. But high-value women don't fall into this trap. They see through the games, refusing to engage in the drama. Instead of reacting, they choose to respond. They recognize that every interaction with a toxic person is an opportunity to practice control over their emotions, to exercise their strength, and to protect their peace. They don't get lost in the emotional upheaval. They rise above it, knowing that they are in control of their own emotional state. Every time they set a boundary, it strengthens their self-worth. It's a message to the world that they will no longer tolerate disrespect or negativity. But it's also a message to themselves, a declaration that they are worthy of love, kindness, and respect. High-value women understand that self-worth isn't just a feeling, it's a decision. They decide, every single day, to prioritize their emotional well-being. And when you make that decision, your whole life begins to change. As you begin to set boundaries in your own life, you'll notice something profound. The people who truly value you will respect them. They will honor your needs and give you the space you require to thrive. Those who don't will gradually fall away, unable to handle the strength and clarity you now embody. This isn't a loss. It's liberation. You'll start to realize that those toxic people weren't adding anything of value to your life anyway. They were draining you, holding you back from your true potential. And as they leave, you'll feel lighter, freer, more aligned with who you truly are. But don't confuse this process with rejection. High-value women don't reject people. They simply reject behavior that doesn't align with their values. They know that they deserve relationships that nourish them, not drain them. And this requires strength, because it means walking away from the familiar even if it's painful. It means choosing your own peace, growth, and happiness over the comfort of unhealthy connections. It means trusting that there is more for you on the other side of these boundaries. You don't have to settle for anything less than respect and love. The moment you realize your worth, you step into a power that no toxic person can ever take from you. You will become untouchable, not because you are perfect, but because you've chosen to stand firm in your own truth. And when you do this, you open the door to a life filled with healthier, more fulfilling relationships, where your peace is protected and your worth is honored. When you stand firm in your boundaries, you begin to discover something extraordinary about yourself, your own strength. It's easy to feel powerless in the face of negativity, especially when toxic people try to manipulate your emotions. They may make you doubt yourself, question your decisions, or second-guess your worth. But the truth is, every time you hold your ground, you send a powerful message to the world and to yourself that you are untouchable. You are no longer willing to be a pawn in someone else's game. You've stepped into your own power, and nothing can break your resolve. This is the key. True strength comes from within. It's not about forcing others to change or trying to control the situation. It's about choosing to take control of your own response, regardless of the chaos around you. High-value women don't give their power away. They recognize that emotional independence is the ultimate form of self-care. They refuse to let toxic people dictate their mood or influence their sense of worth. Instead, they focus inward, cultivating a deep sense of peace that is untouchable by external forces. They know that their emotions are their responsibility, and they refuse to let anyone else hijack them. This emotional independence is what allows them to stay calm and centered, no matter how chaotic the world becomes. When you embrace this level of control, something remarkable happens. You stop reacting to life and start responding. The difference is subtle, yet life-changing. Reacting means you're caught up in the storm, swept away by the energy of toxic people and situations. Responding means you stand firm, anchored in your own values and peace. You don't lose yourself in the drama. You stay calm, focused, and intentional. This is the true power of emotional independence. It gives you the freedom to choose how you show up in the world, regardless of what's happening around you. You become the calm in the storm, the steady force that no one can move. High-value women understand this power and wield it with grace. They know that their emotional energy is sacred, and they guard it fiercely. They don't waste it on people who bring them down. Instead, they direct it toward what matters most: their growth, their purpose, and their happiness. They know that by nurturing their own emotional health, they become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of facing any challenge that comes their way. They don't allow toxic people to control their energy or define their worth. They are in charge of their own destiny. And so are you. When you start to value your emotional energy as the most precious resource you have, everything changes. The toxic people in your life will no longer have the power to pull you into their negativity. You'll stop giving them the emotional space they no longer deserve. Instead, you'll fill that space with positivity, growth, and self-love. You'll find that the more you protect your peace, the more you'll attract people who respect you, support you, and encourage your growth. The toxic people will fade away because they simply won't be able to affect you anymore. This is how you begin to reclaim your life. You don't need to fight toxic people. You don't need to change them. All you need to do is focus on protecting your own peace, and everything else will fall into place. You'll be unstoppable, not because you've eliminated the negativity around you, but because you've learned to rise above it. You've learned to protect your emotional energy, and that makes all the difference. The moment you start protecting your peace, you'll notice a shift in how you interact with the world. You will no longer feel like a passive participant in your life, tossed around by the emotions and behaviors of others. Instead, you will stand strong, grounded in your own truth, knowing that no one can take away your inner calm unless you allow it. This sense of ownership over your emotional state is what separates those who are constantly controlled by external circumstances from those who lead their lives with purpose and direction. High-value women understand this deeply, and they live it every day. They don't wait for the world to change. They change how they respond to the world. When you realize that toxic people can no longer affect your peace, you will start to feel empowered in ways you never have before. You will find yourself walking through life with your head held high, confident in who you are and what you stand for. No longer will you feel the need to explain yourself or seek approval from others. The opinions of toxic individuals will lose their power over you. Their words, their judgments, their negativity. They will have no hold on you because you no longer give them permission to influence your state of being. You'll stop internalizing their toxicity and instead, you'll recognize it for what it is. A reflection of their own unresolved issues, not a reflection of your worth. This shift in perspective is not just about protecting yourself from negativity, it's about reclaiming your power to choose how you show up in every situation. High-value women know that the energy they bring to each encounter is the energy they'll receive in return. They don't waste their time or energy on drama or conflict. Instead, they create a peaceful environment wherever they go, because they've already established that peace within themselves. They know that when you exude calm confidence and self-respect, the world around you responds in kind. People who respect your boundaries will naturally gravitate toward you, while those who don't will simply fade into the background. This process of reclaiming your energy and protecting your peace will not always be easy. It requires constant self-awareness and the courage to make difficult decisions. Sometimes it will mean cutting ties with people you've known for years. Sometimes it will mean saying no to relationships that have drained you for too long. But as you continue to make these choices, you'll begin to see the power of your own transformation. The more you prioritize your own well-being, the stronger you'll become. You will start to attract people who reflect the strength and respect you now have for yourself. These relationships will fuel you, lift you up, and push you to become even better. Every time you choose peace over conflict, calm over chaos, self-respect over self-doubt, you are reinforcing a powerful belief. You are worthy of a life filled with positivity, love, and respect. You are worthy of relationships that nourish you, not drain you. And as you continue to embody this truth, your world will start to shift in ways you never thought possible. No longer will toxic people have the power to influence your emotions. No longer will negativity control your life. You will have taken your power back, and that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. When you begin to establish and enforce your boundaries, you will start to see how your energy shifts. The more you protect your peace, the stronger you become in your sense of self. This shift is powerful because it's not just about eliminating toxic people from your life, it's about reclaiming your life. Every time you set a boundary, you send a clear message to the universe that you are no longer available for negativity or manipulation. The more you practice this, the more you cultivate a sense of inner strength that becomes unshakable. High-value women have mastered this process. They've learned that their emotional energy is their greatest asset, and they don't waste it on people who seek to undermine them. They know that if they give their energy to toxic individuals, they are giving away their power, and they refuse to do that. Instead, they direct their energy toward what matters most: their growth, their peace, their dreams. They choose to invest their emotional resources in relationships that nurture and support them. These women know that every moment spent on someone who doesn't appreciate them is a moment stolen from their own potential. As you begin to protect your peace, you will notice that the relationships in your life start to change. Toxic people, who once seemed to hold power over you, will no longer have the ability to drain you. Instead, you'll find that their behaviors start to feel insignificant. You won't feel the need to explain yourself or justify your boundaries. You'll simply stand firm in who you are, knowing that your peace is non-negotiable. This shift is liberating. It means that you are no longer a prisoner of the negativity around you. You are free to create the life you desire, free from the weight of toxic influences. But this doesn't happen overnight. The process of reclaiming your energy and protecting your peace is ongoing. It takes practice, discipline, and a willingness to choose yourself over and over again. There will be moments when it feels hard, when you question whether you are being too harsh or too distant. But the truth is, you're not. You're simply valuing yourself enough to create the space you need to thrive. High-value women don't question their worth. They know they are deserving of respect, love, and kindness, and they don't settle for less. When you begin to value yourself in this way, something incredible happens. You start to attract people who mirror that same respect. Relationships that once drained you will become sources of joy, and you'll find yourself surrounded by individuals who lift you up, not tear you down. The more you protect your peace, the more your life becomes a reflection of your own strength. You'll find yourself stepping into a life that feels fulfilling, meaningful, and aligned with your values. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Every time you choose yourself, you reinforce your self-worth. Every time you say no to toxicity, you say yes to your own growth. And as you continue this journey, you will discover that there is no limit to how strong, powerful, and resilient you can become. You are the creator of your own life. And the more you protect your energy, the more you will realize that nothing and no one has the power to stand in the way of your peace, your joy, and your success. As you continue to set boundaries and protect your peace, you will notice a profound change within yourself. The more you take control of your emotional energy, the more resilient you become. You'll find yourself less affected by the ups and downs of life, less swayed by the opinions of others, and less burdened by the chaos of the world. You will have built an inner fortress, strong and unwavering, a foundation that nothing and no one can shake. This inner strength is your superpower. It's what allows you to navigate through life with confidence and clarity, regardless of the external noise. High-value women understand the power of resilience. They don't just bounce back from adversity, they grow stronger with each challenge they face. They don't allow toxic people to dictate their reality. Instead, they use every obstacle as an opportunity to reinforce their boundaries and strengthen their sense of self. They know that true power comes from within, not from external validation or approval. They are driven by an internal compass, guided by their own values and goals, and they refuse to let anyone or anything stray them off course. You too have the ability to build this kind of strength. It starts by choosing yourself every single day. It starts by prioritizing your emotional well-being over the needs and demands of others. When you set boundaries, you are sending a message to yourself that you are worthy of peace, respect, and love. And the more you honor that message, the more you will begin to see the world shift around you. You will stop attracting toxic energy because you no longer allow it into your life. Instead, you will attract people who align with your values, who uplift and support you, and who contribute to your growth. This is what happens when you become emotionally resilient. You stop seeking validation from others, because you no longer need it. You start validating yourself, recognizing your worth in every action you take and every choice you make. You realize that you are enough, just as you are. Your confidence will no longer be fragile, dependent on the opinions of others. It will be unshakable, grounded in the deep knowing that you are worthy of everything you desire. But the journey doesn't stop here. As you continue to protect your peace and strengthen your boundaries, you will start to see that your life begins to reflect the respect you've shown yourself. Your relationships will evolve. Those who don't respect your boundaries will naturally fade away, and those who do will draw closer to you. The energy you put into the world will come back to you tenfold. You will create an environment where your dreams can thrive, free from negativity and emotional turbulence. This is your birthright. You were never meant to live a life dictated by the opinions and actions of others. You were meant to live boldly, powerfully, and unapologetically. When you protect your peace, you protect your purpose. You give yourself the freedom to grow, to rise, and to step into the person you were always meant to be. You have everything it takes to create a life that is aligned with your highest self. The only thing standing in your way is the choice to believe in your own strength and to protect the peace you deserve. As you continue to honor your boundaries, you will notice that your life starts to shift in ways you couldn't have imagined. The more you protect your peace, the more you begin to understand just how much power you truly hold. Every decision you make to prioritize your emotional well-being strengthens your inner foundation. No longer will you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. Instead, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and more aligned with the person you are becoming. This transformation isn't just external, it's internal. You are changing the way you show up for yourself, and as a result, the world around you starts to respond differently. The shift is subtle at first, but undeniable. You will begin to see that the energy you project is no longer being drained by toxic individuals or situations. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself or justify your decisions. Your peace will become your priority, and the more you protect it, the more it will grow. This shift creates a ripple effect. People who respect you and your boundaries will naturally gravitate toward you, while those who don't will fade into the background. Your energy will become magnetic, attracting relationships that nurture and uplift you, rather than ones that drain you. This shift in energy doesn't just impact your relationships, it impacts everything. The way you approach your goals will change. You'll begin to take action with more confidence and clarity because you will no longer be bogged down by emotional baggage or the negativity of others. You will find that the more you protect your peace, the more you can focus on the things that truly matter to you, your growth, your passions, your purpose. No longer will you waste your time and energy on things that don't serve you. Instead, you will direct your efforts toward building a life that aligns with your deepest desires. As you continue to grow into the person you are meant to be, you will realize that the true power lies in the decisions you make every day. Every time you set a boundary, you reaffirm your worth. Every time you choose to protect your peace, you reinforce the belief that you deserve respect, love, and happiness. You are no longer waiting for permission to be who you truly are. You are stepping into your power and owning it. And as you do, you will find that the people and situations that once drained you will no longer have the same power over you. You will stop seeking approval from others because you will have found approval within yourself. This shift in mindset is what makes high-value women truly unstoppable. They know their worth, and they don't allow anyone to diminish it. They are not afraid to stand alone if it means standing in their truth. They don't need the validation of toxic individuals to feel good about themselves. They have already validated themselves by setting clear boundaries and protecting their peace. You too can step into this power. You are worthy of all the respect, love, and peace you desire. The more you choose to honor yourself, the more you will attract people who reflect that same respect. You are not meant to live your life in fear or under the shadow of toxic influences. You are meant to live boldly, confidently, and unapologetically. Every time you choose to protect your peace, you are taking another step toward creating the life you've always dreamed of. As you step deeper into this transformation, you'll realize that the true power of protecting your peace lies in your ability to remain unwavering in the face of resistance. The world will continue to throw challenges your way, and toxic people will always attempt to push your buttons, but you will no longer be at their mercy. Instead, you will meet each challenge with grace and resilience, knowing that nothing external can disrupt your internal harmony unless you allow it. You will begin to notice that your boundaries, once new and uncomfortable, become second nature. They will be an automatic response to anything or anyone that threatens your peace. You'll no longer hesitate to say no, to walk away, or to stand firm in your truth, because you've come to understand just how valuable your emotional energy truly is. The beauty of this transformation is that it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. High-value women don't get it right every time. They're not immune to the difficulties of life. What sets them apart is their ability to rise above these challenges, to learn from them, and to continue moving forward with an unwavering commitment to their peace and their values. They don't let temporary setbacks or difficult people define their journey. Instead, they allow these experiences to refine them, to make them stronger, and to deepen their understanding of what truly matters. You too can adopt this mindset. You can choose to see every obstacle as an opportunity for growth, every difficulty as a stepping stone toward a more resilient, more empowered version of yourself. This is where the true magic happens. When you protect your peace, you free up space for the things that truly matter. Your goals become clearer, your focus sharper, and your actions more purposeful. You will find yourself moving through life with a newfound sense of direction and determination. The distractions, the negativity, the toxic people, they'll no longer have the power to throw you off course. Instead, you'll move forward with a steady, unshakable confidence, knowing that your path is guided by your values, your peace, and your purpose. The power you cultivate by protecting your peace will create a ripple effect. As you become more grounded in your own sense of self, the people around you will begin to notice. They will see your strength, your confidence, and your unwavering commitment to living a life that aligns with your highest self. Those who once attempted to manipulate or control you will no longer have the same influence. The energy you project will draw people who respect and support you, who are aligned with your values and who contribute positively to your growth. You will find yourself surrounded by individuals who mirror the respect and love you've cultivated for yourself. And these relationships will uplift you, inspire you, and push you to become even more of the person you were always meant to be. This is the essence of living with emotional independence. When you protect your peace, you unlock your potential to create the life you truly desire. You begin to see that you don't have to accept anything less than what you deserve. You don't have to tolerate toxicity, manipulation, or negativity. Instead, you choose to surround yourself with positivity, love, and growth. And as you continue to protect your peace, you'll find that your life becomes a reflection of the strength and resilience you've cultivated within yourself. Nothing and no one can take that from you. You are the creator of your own reality, and you have everything it takes to create a life filled with peace, purpose, and joy. As you continue to protect your peace, you will start to recognize the true power of your choices. Every day, you have the opportunity to decide how you want to show up in the world. Each boundary you set, each step you take to prioritize your well-being, strengthens your sense of self-worth. It's not just about saying no to toxic people, it's about saying yes to yourself. Every time you put your needs first, you affirm that you are deserving of respect, love, and peace. And as you build this foundation of self-respect, you will find that the world around you begins to shift. The people who once drained your energy will no longer have access to it, and you'll find yourself surrounded by those who uplift, encourage, and inspire you to be your best self. This shift in your energy will change everything. It's not just about creating distance from negativity. It's about actively creating space for the positive, for the things and people that truly nourish your soul. You will begin to notice that the more you protect your peace, the more opportunities arise that align with your values and your dreams. You will attract people who respect you, who understand your boundaries, and who want to see you succeed. As you continue to honor yourself, you'll find that the universe begins to reflect your own sense of worth back to you in the form of relationships, opportunities, and experiences that align with your true purpose. The more you protect your peace, the more you will realize that your time, your energy, and your emotions are sacred. You'll start to recognize that every moment spent on someone or something that doesn't contribute to your growth is a moment you can never get back. You will become more intentional about where you invest your energy. And as you begin to make these choices, you'll notice how much more clarity you have. Your goals will become sharper, your path clearer, and your actions more decisive. You won't be bogged down by the distractions that once held you back. You will move forward with purpose, knowing that every step you take is one that brings you closer to the life you desire. The more you protect your peace, the more you will begin to experience a deep sense of gratitude for the journey you're on. You will appreciate the moments of stillness, of reflection, and of growth. You'll understand that every challenge, every person who tested your boundaries, was there to help you become stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with your true self. This is the power of protecting your peace. It allows you to step into your true potential. You will realize that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to because you have created a foundation that can withstand anything life throws your way. As you continue on this path, you will find that you are no longer afraid of the challenges ahead. You will no longer feel the need to seek validation from external sources. Your validation will come from within. You will trust yourself, your decisions, and your ability to handle whatever comes your way. You will walk through the world with a quiet confidence, knowing that nothing and no one can disturb the peace you've worked so hard to create. Your energy will be magnetic, attracting only what aligns with your highest self. And as you continue to protect your peace, you will create a life that reflects the strength, resilience, and beauty of the woman you are becoming. The more you protect your peace, the clearer it becomes that you are the architect of your own reality. Your life is a reflection of the choices you make, the energy you allow, and the boundaries you set. Every day you have the power to decide what is worthy of your time, attention, and emotional energy. It's easy to fall into the trap of people-pleasing, of bending to the expectations of others. But you have something far more valuable to offer this world. You have your own unique gifts, your own purpose, and your own path to follow. The moment you decide that your peace is non-negotiable, you begin to unlock the power within you that was always there, waiting to be claimed. This is where true freedom begins. It's not about having complete control over your circumstances, it's about choosing how you respond to them. When you protect your peace, you free yourself from the need to control the uncontrollable. You no longer feel the pressure to please everyone or to cater to the toxic demands of others. You stop chasing after validation and approval. Instead, you find peace in knowing that you are enough, exactly as you are. The more you reinforce this truth, the more you align with your higher self, the version of you that is confident, strong, and unstoppable. You realize that you don't need anyone's permission to be yourself, to chase your dreams, or to live the life you desire. In protecting your peace, you also protect your potential. When you refuse to allow toxic people or situations to disrupt your inner harmony, You create the mental and emotional space necessary to grow. You will notice that your focus sharpens, your clarity increases, and your actions become more purposeful. You no longer waste time on people or things that drain your energy. Instead, you begin to focus on what truly matters, the dreams, the goals, and the aspirations that set your soul on fire. The more you protect your peace, the more aligned you become with your purpose. And when you are aligned with your purpose, there is nothing that can stand in your way. You will begin to see how your life starts to change in ways that are nothing short of miraculous. The relationships you once tolerated out of obligation will transform, or they will fall away altogether. The people who respect you will draw closer, while those who don't will drift into the past. You will surround yourself with individuals who elevate you, who challenge you, and who celebrate your growth. You will attract opportunities that align with your purpose and your values, and you will find yourself living a life that reflects the strength and resilience you have cultivated. As you continue to protect your peace, you will realize that this is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Every day presents new challenges and opportunities to reinforce your boundaries, to strengthen your inner foundation, and to rise into your full potential. But with each challenge you face, you will become more equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You will become a force to be reckoned with. Unshakable in your resolve, unwavering in your commitment to your peace. Your strength will radiate from within, and nothing or no one will be able to disrupt the life you are building. You will realize that this peace, this power is yours to claim, and no one can ever take it from you. As you continue to protect your peace, the world around you will begin to shift in ways you never imagined. What once felt overwhelming or impossible will start to feel more manageable because you have created an unshakable foundation within yourself. The challenges you face will no longer define you. They will refine you. With every obstacle, you will grow stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. You will realize that the more you protect your peace, the more control you have over your life. You no longer allow outside forces to dictate your emotional state. Instead, you decide how you will respond, and you respond with grace, strength, and unwavering conviction. Your peace is not something to be bargained with or compromised. It is the most valuable thing you possess, and as you continue to protect it, you will see just how much it influences everything in your life. You will notice how your energy shifts, how you become more magnetic, attracting the people and opportunities that align with your highest self. The toxic people and negative influences that once drained you will no longer have a hold on you. They will either fade away or be transformed by your newfound strength. You will find that you no longer feel the need to justify your boundaries or explain your choices. You will stand firm in your truth, knowing that your peace is worth more than any external approval or validation. This is the true power of protecting your peace. It is not about avoiding conflict or pretending that life is perfect. It's about knowing that, no matter what comes your way, you are capable of handling it. It's about choosing to respond with power, grace, and a deep sense of self-worth. When you protect your peace, you create an environment within yourself where growth, clarity, and purpose can thrive. You become unstoppable because you are no longer weighed down by the negativity of others or the limitations of your past. You are free to pursue your dreams with a clear, focused mind and a heart full of passion and purpose. The more you protect your peace, the more you will see how the universe begins to conspire in your favor. Opportunities will appear where there once were none. People who align with your values will show up, offering support, encouragement, and inspiration. You will find that the more you commit to protecting your inner world, the more the outer world responds with the same level of respect and reverence. Your life will begin to unfold in ways that reflect the strength and clarity you've cultivated from within. And as this happens, you will become even more committed to your journey, knowing that the more you protect your peace, the more you honor the greatness within you. This process is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every time you stand firm in your boundaries, you are taking one more step toward the life you deserve. Every time you choose peace over drama, love over fear, you are reinforcing your commitment to living authentically and unapologetically. You are creating a life that reflects the power, strength, and peace that reside within you. And that life, that journey, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. The more you protect your peace, the more you begin to understand that this journey is about self-love, self-respect, and a deep commitment to your own growth. It is a continuous process of honoring yourself in every aspect of your life. Even when it feels difficult, the world will try to pull you in countless directions, asking for your time, your energy, and your emotions. But as you strengthen your resolve, you will find that you no longer have to give in to every demand. Your time becomes sacred, and you begin to protect it with the same intensity that you protect your peace. You will start to realize that the people who truly matter will respect your boundaries, and the ones who don't will naturally fall away. This isn't about pushing people out of your life. It's about creating space for those who support your growth, who encourage your dreams, and who stand by you without draining your spirit. When you protect your peace, you stop carrying the weight of others' emotions. You stop feeling responsible for their happiness, their struggles, or their drama. You recognize that everyone is on their own journey, and while you can offer love and support, you cannot sacrifice your own well-being for someone else's happiness. This shift is liberating. It allows you to pour into yourself, to nourish your soul, and to make decisions that reflect your own values, desires, and needs. The more you prioritize your own peace, the more you begin to trust your intuition, to trust the quiet wisdom that guides you toward what's best for you. You will feel a deep sense of clarity that allows you to move through life with greater ease, knowing that every step you take is aligned with your true purpose. This process of self-empowerment is transformative. It's not about changing the world around you, but about changing how you show up in the world. When you protect your peace, you begin to make choices that reflect your worth. You stop settling for relationships, situations, and environments that drain your energy and start seeking those that fuel your growth. This is where the magic happens. As you align with your true self, you begin to attract what you truly deserve. People who see you, respect you, and cherish you for who you are. Opportunities will open up for you in ways you never thought possible. You'll find that you are no longer chasing after approval, validation, or success. It will come to you naturally because you have aligned yourself with your highest potential. The more you protect your peace, the more your inner strength will grow. You will find that you no longer shrink back from challenges or setbacks. Instead, you will face them head on, knowing that you have everything inside you to overcome them. You will no longer fear the unknown, because you trust yourself to handle whatever life brings your way. This inner strength is magnetic. It draws people to you who are inspired by your confidence, your clarity, and your unwavering sense of self. Your peace becomes a beacon of light, guiding others toward their own inner strength. You will begin to realize that the more you protect your peace, the more you attract the life you've always dreamed of. Every choice you make from a place of peace, power, and love propels you closer to the person you were always meant to become. And as you continue to protect your peace, you will discover that there is no greater power than the one that comes from within you. You will become unstoppable, not because the world is perfect, but because you have learned to master your inner world. As you continue to protect your peace, the world will start to recognize your strength. People will no longer see you as someone to manipulate or take advantage of. They will see you as a force, unshakable, unwavering, and resolute in your boundaries. This doesn't mean that life will suddenly become easy or free of challenges. It means that you will approach everything with a sense of calm and control, knowing that you are equipped to handle anything that comes your way. The strength you cultivate within yourself becomes the foundation for every action, every decision, and every relationship you engage in. You no longer seek validation from the outside because you have learned to validate yourself from within. This is the profound power of protecting your peace. It frees you from the shackles of external expectations and the weight of other people's demands. You stop measuring your worth by how others perceive you and begin to measure it by how you perceive yourself. No longer will you bend to fit into spaces that are not meant for you. No longer will you accept less than you deserve. Instead, you will walk through life with a sense of purpose and clarity, knowing that you are worthy of the life you've always dreamed of. You stop waiting for permission to be yourself and start giving yourself permission to live fully, authentically, and unapologetically. In protecting your peace, you discover an inner courage that was always there but perhaps hidden beneath fear, doubt, and uncertainty. As you reinforce your boundaries and prioritize your well-being, you tap into a deep reservoir of inner strength that allows you to face challenges with confidence. You begin to realize that the obstacles you once feared are not as daunting as they seemed. You have the power to overcome them, to rise above them, and to emerge stronger on the other side. This courage is contagious. It inspires those around you to step into their own power, to protect their own peace, and to live their lives with purpose and conviction. The more you protect your peace, the more you will notice how your life begins to unfold in ways that reflect your inner growth. The relationships that once drained you will either transform or fall away, making room for new connections that align with your values and goals. You will attract people who elevate you, challenge you, and support your vision. The work you do will no longer feel like a struggle, but a purposeful pursuit that aligns with your passion and your purpose. You will feel energized, motivated, and fulfilled because you are living in harmony with your true self. As you continue to protect your peace, the external world will become less and less able to disturb your inner calm. Life will always present challenges, but you will no longer be thrown off course by them. Instead, you will face them with resilience, clarity, and a deep sense of trust in your own ability to navigate whatever comes your way. You will develop a level of emotional intelligence that allows you to handle difficult situations with grace and poise. And with every step you take toward protecting your peace, you will become more aligned with your highest self, the person you were always meant to be. You will realize that you are the creator of your own reality, and nothing or no one can take away the peace, power, and strength you have cultivated from within. As you grow in your commitment to protecting your peace, you will realize that it becomes easier to make choices that honor your highest self. Every decision, big or small, will be filtered through the lens of self-respect. You'll no longer second-guess your worth or doubt your ability to create the life you deserve. The clarity that comes from this inner peace will guide you toward choices that bring you closer to your goals, to the life you envision. Each time you protect your peace, you affirm that you are deserving of love, respect, and success. It becomes not just a habit but a lifestyle, one that aligns with the truth of who you are and who you are becoming. The more you protect your peace, the less energy you will spend on things that don't serve you. You will no longer engage in unnecessary drama, conflict, or negativity. You will stop arguing for your limitations, and instead, you'll focus on your strengths. You'll understand that you have the power to walk away from toxic situations, to say no without guilt, and to protect your time and energy from being drained by things that don't bring value to your life. By choosing peace over chaos, you are choosing to invest in yourself, your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. You may find that some people don't understand your boundaries. They may try to test you or push you to let go of what you've worked so hard to protect. This is where your strength will truly shine. As you stand firm, you'll realize that your peace is not something to be negotiated. It is non-negotiable because it is the foundation of your happiness, your health, and your success. You will become skilled at recognizing when something or someone is draining your energy, and you'll have the courage to step away, knowing that doing so is not a sign of weakness but of immense strength. This is the quiet power that comes with protecting your peace. It's the ability to say, "This is not for me," without hesitation or guilt. It is the knowing that you are worthy of respect, peace, and positive energy. As you continue to protect your peace, you will begin to feel lighter, freer, and more empowered. The weight of the world will no longer feel so heavy because you've learned how to let go of what doesn't serve you. Your emotional resilience will grow stronger, and you will find that challenges no longer shake you to your core. You will meet them with calmness and confidence, knowing that you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth, and with every step forward, you gain even more strength, wisdom, and inner peace. You'll start to notice that as you protect your peace, the world around you begins to reflect that same energy. The people you surround yourself with will begin to mirror your calm, your confidence, and your clarity. Toxicity will lose its grip on you because you will no longer be a magnet for negativity. Instead, you'll attract people who value peace, who respect your boundaries, and who support your growth. Your relationships will become healthier, more fulfilling, and aligned with the person you are becoming. You'll realize that protecting your peace is not just about safeguarding your emotional state. It is about creating a life that honors who you are and the incredible power that resides within you. As you continue on this path of protecting your peace, you will begin to notice profound shifts in your mindset. No longer will you be defined by the chaos around you. Instead, you will define your own narrative, taking control of your story and shaping your future with intention. This is where true power lies, within you. It's not in the circumstances, the people, or the challenges that come your way. It's in how you choose to respond. By guarding your peace, you take full responsibility for your emotional landscape, knowing that your feelings are yours to manage and protect. You become the master of your own inner world, unaffected by the noise and turmoil of the outer world. The more you embrace this shift, the more you will find that you no longer tolerate disrespect, negativity, or anything that threatens your peace. Your boundaries will become stronger, and you will no longer feel guilty for setting them. In fact, you will begin to understand that your boundaries are not just for your own protection, they are a reflection of your self-worth. When you protect your peace, you are telling the world that you value yourself. You are reminding others and yourself that you deserve to be treated with the same respect and kindness that you offer to those around you. This is not a weakness. This is strength in its purest form. The courage to stand firm in your boundaries, even when it feels uncomfortable, is what sets you apart. It's what allows you to build a life that is true to who you are, not a life based on the expectations or demands of others. As you continue to protect your peace, you will also find that your energy begins to shift. The more you protect your peace, the more aligned you become with your true self. You will no longer feel the need to apologize for being who you are. Instead, you will feel proud, confident, and at peace with your choices. Your energy will become magnetic. People will be drawn to you not because you are seeking their approval, but because you are unapologetically yourself. The more authentic you become, the more you will attract others who are aligned with your values and vision. The toxic relationships, the energy drains, and the distractions will naturally fall away, making room for the relationships and opportunities that truly serve you. With each passing day, the act of protecting your peace will become second nature. It will no longer feel like a conscious effort but an instinctive response. You will know when something isn't right, when someone is taking more than they are giving, and when it's time to step back and protect your energy. You will no longer feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. Your confidence will speak for itself. And as you continue to prioritize your peace, you will realize that nothing, absolutely nothing, is more important than your own well-being. It is the foundation for everything else in your life. It is what gives you the clarity to make decisions that align with your true self. It is what allows you to pursue your dreams with passion, knowing that you are worthy of all the success, love, and joy life has to offer. As you protect your peace, you will discover that you are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are stepping into a version of yourself that you've always known was there, but perhaps had to be awakened. The strength, the power, and the peace that you've always sought are now within your reach, and with each day, you get closer to the person you were always meant to be. This journey is yours to claim, and nothing can stand in your way. As you continue on this path, you will realize something extraordinary. Protecting your peace isn't just about avoiding chaos. It's about creating an environment where your soul can thrive. It's about setting the stage for your greatest potential to unfold. Every action you take, every decision you make, is a reflection of the space you've created for yourself. You've stopped allowing others to dictate the terms of your life, and now you've become the one who sets the tone. The moment you begin to protect your peace, you start to manifest a life that's not just free from negativity, but one that's infused with purpose, clarity, and joy. The focus shifts from surviving to thriving, and that shift will open doors you never imagined. Your ability to navigate life's ups and downs without losing your center will become your greatest asset. You'll no longer be shaken by the small things, the fleeting moments that once held power over your emotions. Instead, you'll find yourself deeply rooted in your values, in your worth, and in your unshakable belief that you deserve nothing less than peace. That belief will carry you through difficult moments and serve as a compass to guide you back whenever you feel lost. The distractions and toxic influences that once threatened to derail you will no longer hold the same weight. They'll be nothing more than background noise to your mission, your journey, and your life's purpose. As you continue to safeguard your peace, your mental and emotional health will flourish. The clarity you gain will allow you to see things more clearly, not only in the world around you but also within yourself. You'll realize that the more you protect your peace, the more you unlock the depths of your own potential. It becomes easier to see the opportunities that align with your goals, and you'll begin to make decisions from a place of deep knowing, not fear or uncertainty. The trust in yourself grows stronger with each decision you make that supports your peace. The path forward becomes clearer, and your ability to step into your greatness becomes undeniable. Protecting your peace also becomes a powerful tool for your personal growth. When you stop allowing external chaos to interfere with your energy, you create space to focus on what truly matters, your inner evolution. With less distraction, you become more in tune with your intuition, your desires, and the life you are meant to build. Every step becomes an intentional movement toward becoming the highest version of yourself. You stop settling for less than you deserve and begin to seek out relationships, environments, and opportunities that support your growth and elevate your energy. In this space of self-respect and clarity, you will begin to realize just how much you are capable of achieving. The goals you once thought were out of reach will feel closer than ever. Your ability to handle adversity with grace will strengthen, and you will face challenges with an unwavering belief that nothing can stand in your way. Protecting your peace isn't just a shield, it's a catalyst for everything you've ever wanted. It is the soil in which your dreams take root, and from there you will grow into the person you've always known you were meant to be. When you make the choice to protect your peace, you are also making the choice to live the life you were meant to live. A life full of power, purpose, and limitless potential. Nothing is more important than that. The more you commit to protecting your peace, the more you will feel the power of your own transformation. The shift inside you is palpable, as you begin to see yourself in a completely new light. No longer are you defined by the opinions or judgments of others. You've stepped into your own power, and with that comes an unshakable confidence. This confidence is not rooted in arrogance, but in the deep knowing that you are worthy of the best this life has to offer. When you protect your peace, you no longer settle for anything less than the respect, love, and opportunities that reflect your true value. The world around you will begin to mirror this internal shift. People will respond to the energy you project. They will respect you more because you have shown yourself the ultimate respect. The more you honor your own peace, the more others will begin to honor it as well. This peace you protect becomes your foundation, your source of power. It becomes the core of your decision-making, guiding you through life with clarity and conviction. Every decision you make will come from this place of centeredness, not from fear or insecurity. You will no longer make choices based on the need for validation or approval. You will make decisions based on what feels aligned with your true self, knowing that your peace is non-negotiable. With this sense of clarity, you will start to see your life unfold in ways you never expected. You will feel more in control, more at peace, and more connected to your purpose. The distractions that once seemed so overwhelming will no longer have the same hold on you. They will fade into the background as you step boldly toward your dreams. Protecting your peace doesn't mean avoiding challenges or difficult people. It means choosing not to let them define your emotional state. You will encounter obstacles, as we all do, but with each one you will handle it with more grace, more resilience, and more wisdom.